Good morning. Coffee time. Cheers. Beautiful day. Nice and sunny. It's a little cool, but that's okay. I have lots to do in the garden. Today I wanted to talk to you just very briefly about how I save and spend money. So, excuse me. Anyway, we've all gotten our stimulus checks, I think. Um, but I knew it was coming. So I went and I bought several things that were a bit on the pricey side that I have been wanting for quite a while. Now, I hadn't really planned on saving the stimulus check because there were things that I needed and wanted that I was going to spend the money on. So the first thing that I did was I had my microwave was not working right. So I finally called a repairman and the microwave wasn't working right for a good year anyway. It would work, then it wouldn't work. It was very random. So the microwave that I have is also a convection oven and it's also a hood. It's above my stove. And if I were to go out and buy a new one of those, it would be at least $500 and up. So since this one was still randomly working, I did call the repairman and it ended up costing me $250 to have it repaired, but it works beautifully again now. So I'm hoping I get another few years out of it because this microwave was not that old. It was under 5 years old. So anyway, I fixed that. So that was a good chunk of money, but I feel that was well spent. And I wanted some things for my garden. I bought some things for prepping that I had been wanting. Um, and I've talked about that before. The prepping things I bought was a heater. Um, it's a propane heater. I bought that for the winter time in case we have a power outage. I also bought a little butane stove burner, again for the same reason. For the garden, I bought a new umbrella because I have a little area where it gets sunny there during the day since my tree came halfway down. I have quite a bit more sun in the backyard now. So I bought a nice umbrella for that, and I wanted a red one. So I ordered that, and it was on sale, so that was a good price. And when I'm looking for something that I want, I always shop for the best price, whether that's used or on sale, or I can use my perks, my points on Amazon. And I do have Prime, so I get free shipping on a lot of the things. Um, so let's see, what else did I get? Oh, I wanted the composter that I'm going to be showing you. And another composter, I'm really into composting and no waste. I don't like producing a lot of garbage that goes into the landfills. So whenever I can, I try and be very mindful of not creating too much garbage. So the system that I got is called Bokashi, and it uses grains to ferment. It's a closed system that you can use in your house, and I'll show it to you in just a minute here. So this is kind of how I save money. I save money by doing low spend, no spend, and for however long that I can do it. And it's usually saving money on groceries or holding off on things that I want. And then later on, then when the money is more fluid and flowing, then I can buy the things that I want or do the repairs that I want. I also like to buy things like I've talked about this before. I'm going to be needing new windows because my windows are all, the seals have been broken and a lot of them almost look like they're frosted. But I will buy those on time payment, and then I pay it off before it becomes due. So big projects like that or big purchases, if it's a piece of furniture or whatever, I always try and find something that I can buy on time payments. And I've always done that, and that's worked real well for me. So that's sort of my system. I hold back on what I want. I do low spend, no spend, and then when the money's available, I either do time payments or I buy it when I have the money. So anyway, I'm going to show you my Bokashi system. I'm also trying a little new thing on my garlic that I want to plant in my garden. I haven't had much luck with garlic in the past, and I'm going to try this to see if this works. So let me show you my new bokashi. And oh, and another thing, another not fermenting, composting thing that I want to get is a worm farm. And I want something that I can keep in the house because your worms will freeze outside in the winter and they're not cheap. So you can use either earthworms or red wiggler worms. And it's also a closed system, but I like using uh, worm vermicompost, and that's very good for your plants too. You can use it on your indoor plants or your outdoor plants, and it's free fertilizer. And what I'm trying to do here is buy systems that will reduce my cost down the road of buying potting soil and fertilizers and all these things so I can make my own and I won't have to be schlepping all those really heavy bags of compost and potting soil and all those things. So this is how I'm trying to set up my garden so that I can reuse the garden soil that I have in there by amending it every year. And in the long run, the initial cost is going to cost me a little bit more, but in the long run, it will save me money. And so that's what I'm trying to do with the garden. So without further ado, let me show you my Bokashi system and then I'll be back.
Hi guys, welcome to my indoor garden potting bench. It's my washer and dryer. Anyway, I've been into composting for years now. And when I was watching YouTube videos online, I discovered a new to me composting system. It's actually from Japan. And I ordered it from Amazon. It was like 60 some dollars, but it allows you to do indoor composting. Now I have a big tumbler outside that I've been composting and it works great. However, it does take a while to make the compost. And then I also have a small composter that I bought at Aldi's a couple years ago that I never put together. So they recommend that you have two of these composting buckets, one for the compost that's already further along and the other one for the new compost. So I haven't tried this yet and I'm hoping it works, but let me show you the system that I got from Amazon. Okay, so here is what the kit comes with, and the system is called Bokashi, and it comes from Japan. So it comes with this little indoor compost trash can, which has an insert, but I have another one of these, not exactly the same, but I have biodegradable, compostable little trash bags. So I don't want to get this interior bucket. It goes in here all dirty. So I lined this with with the trash bag. You don't have to do that. If you want to just put it in here and wash it out every time, that's fine too. And I'm just going to secure this with a rubber band so it doesn't slip out. But this is just what I'm doing. So I think this is a great way to use up all your kitchen waste. And the nice thing about this system is not only traditional composters take vegetable scraps and paper and leaves and things like that, but this system allows you to also compost your dairy and meat and cooked food, which a traditional composting system doesn't. Now, I don't know, I'm new to this, so, but anyway, this goes in here, and then the lid is perforated because you need air to compost this. It's not an anaerobic. This part is not anaerobic. This is. So it also comes with a charcoal filter. Now you do have to replace these every now and then, but it keeps your compost from smelling, and it keeps the fruit flies out. So it has this little... Now I'm not sponsored. I just ordered this because I thought it was neat. So there's your little trash bin that you can keep on your countertop. And when this is full, you put it all in here. Now let me go to this. And I'm hoping I like this because in the winter time, for me, it's a big problem. My composter's in the garden and, you know, trekking out there and in the ice and snow. So it comes with this little spigot, and I've already started to put this in. It has 2 washers, and this has an on-off switch. And what this is for the liquid that accumulates at the bottom, because obviously it's decomposing material. And then you have this little cup that you keep under here, and the liquid you can use to feed your plants, house plants, garden plants. I think you take, I forget what the directions say, you'd have to look it up, but you take a teaspoon per gallon of water. I'm not sure. But anyway, the liquid also has a lot of nutrients in it. So with this, I'm going to have to put this in. It comes with a little, like a little washer. So I'll be back when I get that put in. It comes with a quick start guide, and it says that you can compost all solid food waste, including cooked foods, meat, fish, and cheese. It says it doesn't smell, which is a good thing if it's in your house. So, and then the Bokashi, it comes also with some Bokashi, which apparently is, let's see, can you tell I'm winging it? Well, I'll do further investigation. But anyway, it comes with a grain that you put in, and that helps to decompose the food. So apparently this is supposed to have a nice compost ready for you in about 4 to 6 weeks instead of, 2 to 3 months. So that's a good thing. And it comes with this, like I said, it comes with a cup that you put under there, and it comes with this thing that you put on the bottom. Then you sprinkle on your grains, and then you start with your food, and then you sprinkle more grains and food until it's full, and then you put it into another bucket, or you start the process all over again. But anyway, you have one bucket for composting and the other bucket continues the process once this is full. Now it will go down as the food deteriorates, so I imagine you can use this for quite a while. I don't have a second bucket, and of course I like to do my own thing. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to use my second little composter as my second bucket. So it'll already be out in the garden and ready to use, and I won't have to schlep, a couple buckets around. I'm going to try that and see. But anyway, I just wanted to tell you about my new composting system, and I hope I like it because this will be very helpful in the winter. And I didn't think the original cost of it. I got it on Amazon. Some of these are very expensive. Some systems come with 2 buckets. But like I said, I'm not affiliated. I don't get anything for telling you about this. I just was pretty excited about it for my own personal use. So, go on Amazon, or I'm sure they have them on eBay or whatever gardening center you like. And if you're interested in that, give it a look. So another thing that I'm doing, and I saw this on YouTube as well, I'm taking my garlic. I bought some garlic to plant in the garden. And the fellow that I was watching, I apologize, I don't remember who it was, but he put his garlic inside. Now I just did this yesterday, and the little roots are already starting to grow. And then what he did, he cut the tops off, which I haven't done yet, just very little bit to get rid of this hard stuff. So I have to do that yet. But I change the water every day and I rinse the little roots off. So I had 3 big garlic bulbs that I got from the garden center. And I want to grow some garlic in my garden too, because you can put that as a companion plant and keep some of the bugs away. So I've been doing some further research on my gnat problem in the garden, and apparently it's a common thing for organic gardening when you have a lot of organic material. And since I do use my own compost, you can use mosquito dunks, and apparently that's also safe. You take 4 tablespoons in a gallon of water, let it sit for half an hour, and then you can water with that. And you have to keep doing it though until you don't see any more. So I'm going to give that a try. So anyway, that's kind of what I've been up to. I also have these dahlias. They're already starting to sprout. I don't know if you can see that, but I need to plant these in my garden today. And busy, busy, busy. Okay, I did a little further investigating, and Bokashi is, it's a brand. I don't know if you can see that or not. Kind of dark. But it's a bran that it's like a fermented bran. And that's what breaks down your bacteria and causes it not to smell. Now this does have an airtight lid on it, so it keeps any odors in. This really doesn't have an odor. So that's the system, and I'll let you know once I start using it if I like it or if I hate it.
So that is my new composting system. Like I said, I am going to be getting a little worm farm. I'm looking for that. I know it sounds gross, but it's all enclosed, and you don't have to be playing with the worms or anything like that. You just feed the worms, and what they give you in return is a beautiful, rich fertilizer that you can use on all your plants. So that's all I have for you today. I'll let you know with the Bokashi system if I like it or not. I can't see why I wouldn't. The Bokashi grains you can buy online when you run out. The system does come with a bag of it. So I think that'll work out real well, but I'll let you know. All right, my friends, that's all I have for you today. I want to wish you abundant blessings. Be good to yourself, be good to others. God bless you. I love you guys, and I'll see you next time. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, comment, and like. Thanks for watching.